My name's Duddy, set up builds and stuff. This build actually cheats your stats. We're going to be able to get a plus 40 grenade stat and massive damage on our Heirloom with Mantle of Battle Harmony and the Thriving Gear set. So this Thriving Gear set states it gives you a boost to your grenade stat and weapon stat. It's plus 40 on both. And we're going to be featuring Mantle of Battle Harmony, which gives you a 25% damage with matching weapons. So we're going to get 25%, a plus 40 from the gear set on our Heirloom, which is absolutely huge, really big damage, and plus 40 on our grenades. And we'll also be featuring the All or Nothing blaster weapon as well to keep the room clearing up. Now, we'll break the video down as we go, but I just want to start off by saying it feels incredibly nice just getting the extra damage on your Heirloom. And the grenade plus 40 stat will work on your actual grenades and getting a plus 40 on your Heirloom as well. Plus just all around damage increases on your solar weapons. Just keep an eye on that left hand side. We've got all sorts of buffs going on. Room clearing. And we'll also be getting our solar damage from Mantle of Battle Harmony. ×4 weapon surge. All working together very, very smoothly. I've got an emblem to give away. One of them emblem codes will be in the video, so keep an eye out for that. Not many people have done anything on this Thriving Gear set, so bear with me, I'll break the video down. So, the 4-piece, what it says, multiple final blows with heat weapons or primary ammo weapons grant bonuses to weapon and grenade stats. It's a plus 40. All you need to do is get 2 or 3 kills with heat weapons to get your plus 40 grenade stat, and also you get your plus 40 weapon stat. So them stats there, 160, 130, plus 40 to them, so it maxes out your 200 grenade damage. And you're also getting a minimum of plus 40, plus a little bit more on your weapon stat, which I'll show you in a moment. So just for now, just keep an eye on the first number of explosion. The first number is 147. One more time. Going to get the fusion grenade to hit to 147. You do get 2 numbers, but it's the first number we need to concentrate on. 147. And then all I'm going to do is get multiple kills with a heat weapon, which I'm using the All or Nothing at the moment. 2 or 3 kills, and you're going to proc that room clearing. If you just look on that bottom left, this is activating that plus 40 weapon and plus 40 grenade stat. So 147, and then you're going to see it ramp up a little bit. It's like 17% damage increase, I believe, which is a plus 40, and it goes all the way up to a pretty decent 171. Not bad for free. Also, obviously works with Heirloom, because Heirloom got changed, as we know. This stacks with your grenade damage. So again, 137. So you're going to increase your grenade damage and your Heirloom damage just for getting a couple of kills. So 137. Again, activate that room clearing, and you're going to see it jump up to 160. So that's showing you that the gear set is buffing your grenade stat plus 40 for your grenade and your Heirloom. I haven't missed the 2-piece bonus, because what the 2-piece bonus actually states as well, final blows with grenade and heat weapons grant bonus stability and vent speed, so you're always going to have that active as well. I didn't notice it too much, and like I said, you don't have to use heat weapons. I just think these are the best options, in my opinion. You can use a primary weapon as well, something like Revision 0, something like that, but I really like the Heirloom, because this is a blaster weapon, and this procs everything that you've just seen. So it's got the bolt thrower on there. It fires an explosive bolt. This charges up. It does more damage the longer you hold down. It's a 115% damage increase, the maximum sort of charge. And then it's also got the catalyst, where the shots scorch targets, and you do an extra 10% damage on top of everything else you've seen to scorch targets, of course. So 173. Now, bearing in mind, you're going to get a plus 40 as well from this gear set, the Thriving Gear. So 173, and you're going to see that jump up to 183. So that's a 5%, that's plus 40. Now, what's going to happen is, in a moment, I'm going to make that even more damage. And bearing in mind, in the background, you've got that room clearing going as well. So you're also getting your buffs to your grenade stats. So 173 to 183, but we've got a bit more to add to it with the Mantle of Battle Harmony. When you don't have a super, solar kills, because we're on a solar subclass, will give you incredibly fast super gains. So again, that is a buff to your super energy. 60 there, but it's actually a lot more. And when you've got your super, you get a 25% weapon damage increase. So as you can see, I've got my super. 1 kill will proc your solar weapon boost. And I've got the room clearing going. And then it stacks up to 229. So 173 was the number. You're going to see the 5% damage increase and the 25% damage increase from the Mantle of Battle Harmony. And that is going to stack up again. So 173, 183. Done my Mantle of Battle Harmony. And it's going to go up to 229. That is a 32% weapon damage increase, which is absolutely massive on something like the Heirloom, which does explosive bolts on the ground, which we'll show you. So just to clarify, we are actually getting a 32.3% damage increase on our weapons, as well as the grenade boost. Now, All or Nothing is another nice pick. I quite like this pulse rifle. It's okay in harder content as well. Not like, obviously, insane. Primary weapons are a bit sort of lackluster at the moment, but it ain't bad. If you stack that with strand weapon surge ×2 or ×3, however you want to go with it, you're going to have a boost with that as well, because your Mantle of Battle Harmony boosts your solar weapons. That does not work with surges, so you may as well run a strand primary or something else, whatever you wish, even another primary weapon if you want. But I quite like this pulse rifle. I think it's really, really nice. Somewhat with sword logic on, and then you're also getting your strand weapon boost and your solar weapon boost with this build. So all in all, it's an absolute boost to your stats left, right and centre. So just before I get into the footage of it working, I just want to clarify again, 164, when you get a couple of kills with them weapons, what we've stated, you're going to get 200. And that actually, your special ammo there, your weapon is actually doing a lot more than 130 grenade stat, weapon stat, sorry, because you're getting your Mantle of Battle Harmony going, which you see active quite often in the clips, and then you're also getting that room clearing. So really good little thing, and you don't really have to do too much in this Heirloom, although you can use other solar weapons. I really like this Heirloom because you get a lot of extra damage against Scorch, which is great for your Helion and stuff like that, and your grenades and your melee. So you're also getting an extra 10% against Scorch targets as well. So really big damage increase, and it's very easy to proc that room clearing. The 4-piece set with this, because it does explosive bolts to the ground, which can clear 4, 5, 6 enemies out at a time. So it's really easy to keep that grenade stat going, and the weapon damage boost from the gear set. And then you can also switch to your primary All or Nothing or another weapon if you wish to keep that going as well, just to pick off some smaller adds. So you can keep the gear set bonus active pretty much 90 to 100% of the time. Obviously, if you get like a wave of like yellow bars or something like that, it does slow down a little bit, but you can still manipulate, killing like the little ads and then using your grenades to kill the bigger ads, things like that. So you can keep it going all of the time. I've tested it. I won't going to do a build that like you can't keep going sort of all the time, but with this little setup, you can keep it going all of the time and just get weapon stat boosts and grenade stat boosts left, right and centre. And like I said, that Mantle of Battle Harmony, that extra 25% plus your plus 40 and the extra 10% damage against Scorch targets really does make a big difference. Like, it absolutely trances enemies. And it also works for that bolt that you stick onto the floor as well. Look at that, like absolutely nuts. That's your Mantle of Battle Harmony and that room clearing all working together. Really, really nice. It just absolutely destroys enemies. I'm going to go over my aspects of fragments now. So basically, Helion, must have. You really need this on. This is going to be great for your damage, your grenade damage, and it also scorches, which works really nice for your Helion, for your Heirloom, sorry. We're also running Touch of Flame, which is, again, a very obvious one. It's going to boost our grenade damage for solar and fireball and fusions. I like to run solar grenade, but you can run whatever you want. Regarding melees, I was trying out the Celestial Fire. I actually prefer the Celestial Fire because it's got ranged attack and it scorches. Adding Ember of Torches, an extra 25%, and Scorch for your Heirloom. That works really nice. That's a really good little combo. Ember of Searing, defeating Scorch targets, which you're going to be doing all of the time. It's going to give you melee energy for your Radiance, for your Ember of Torches, so that's a good little setup. Ember of Char, your Solar Ignitions, spread Scorch, so you're always scorching things. And then Ember of Ashes, because your Heirloom will cause ignitions as well as your Helion. So just getting them extra ignitions is just going to add to your total DPS. Obviously, I'll leave a dim link in the video description, so keep an eye out for that if that one's sufficient enough for you with all my mods, etc. So basically, Again, that times 4 solar weapon surge going your room clearing. You've also got the handling buffs as well, which you get for the heat weapons and primary ammo weapons from the 2-piece bonus. Although I didn't notice that too much, but I found the 4-piece bonus quite helpful. And just getting the extra damage on your grenades and your Helion is just incredibly nice. With regards to your super, you can run whatever you want. I was literally just running Well of Radiance and Song of Flame, switching between them two. And don't forget, when you do pop your Well of Radiance, you're still going to get that 25% as well from Radiant while you're in that well. So you still keep your damage going as well. So you can just pop your well when needed for DPS, things like that. But that wraps up the video. I'll leave a dim link. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.